Hey, what's up, guys? Mike Patrick. In this video, I want to talk about some content I came across this morning referring to the state of our country, and specifically what it was talking about was there's like 55,000 or I believe something like that homeless people in America. Those numbers are always, here nor there, but the thing is, and A.O.C. Alexandria O Cortez, I hope I said her name right. She was saying that it needs to be more rent control, and the reason why a lot of people are homeless is because of rent control or the lack thereof. And so, like any other situation, like any other topic, there's just so many prongs, okay? So many things to consider, and so many good points to hit on that's relative to any given topic. But to keep my video somewhat short, one of the big issues is the fact that rent is going to be bumped up naturally because the dollar is becoming more devalued, more inflation, okay? And so the more things cost, okay, the more the Fed has to print off more money to keep the economy going, which what we call quantitative easing, okay? That means if the state of the economy is threatened to keep everything going, we just print off more money, just print more money and pump it into the economy as a stimulus, okay? But the thing is, when you have nothing really backing that and you're just trying to keep the system going, even if the economy is collapsing based on the people and you just keep pumping money, eventually, if you have nothing to back it, that dollar becomes more and more devalued, okay? And so therefore, the goods, you have to pay more for the goods, okay, that you're using that dollar to buy and consume, okay? And so what happens is, look, now capitalism, these capitalists, okay, people who are sitting pretty, okay, financially, who own a lot of property, okay, who are responsible for renting these properties out to average people, everyday people who are looking for a place to stay, they don't care enough about other people, you know what I mean, for the most part, to say, I'm going to reduce my lifestyle in order to appease other people so they can have a place to stay at a reasonable cost. So therefore, if there's inflation, if people who make a lot of money, who are trying to not have to maintain a certain lifestyle, but who are trying to and who rather maintain a certain lifestyle, if they have to pay more money for things, then naturally they're not going to reduce, and cut back on the things that they consume and how they consume it and what they consume. The way that they make money is they're just going to bump the price up on people who have to pay them money, okay? And then therefore they're able to, to offset inflation, okay? So, with that said, but that's capitalism for you. But the thing is, why the country is 9 times out of 10 going towards a socialist state is because, for one, it's already there for the most part, okay? And I'm going to say it's somewhat socially constructed based on the fact that I look at the country like a dollar, okay? Look at this country like a dollar, okay? And you have 25% that are older, okay, with declining health, okay, who are, let's say, baby boomer age, where they're on the brink of retirement. Some of them have already retired, okay? And the thing is, they have come up living a certain type of way, okay? Completely convinced and growing up in the world of capitalism, where you go out here, you work hard, you You make money, okay? Sky's the limit. You can start from nothing and become rich. The idea of capitalism, okay? There's no ceiling to how much money you can make and how far you can go, okay? And so they are brought up on those ideals, and plus they came up that way where they're used to just working, maybe getting credit and working to continue to pay for certain goods and items and homes and cars and things of that nature, and thinking that if I work long enough, hard enough, one day I'll be able to retire, get a pension, Social Security, right? That's the idea with the baby boomer. And then what's happening with them is a lot of them now are realizing that that's not necessarily the case, okay? So a lot of them they find themselves working longer, okay? Working longer. Their pension is not what they thought it was. Their Social Security is not what they thought it was. In a lot of cases, a lot of these things are threatened, okay? And so therefore they find themselves working longer. But the thing about it is they're getting older. Their health is failing, okay? And so they're now with that realization, even though their pride wants them to think that, you just work, make more money. I need more money, I'll work and make more money. That's what their pride is telling them. But reality is saying, like, look, you're getting older, your health is failing, okay? You're mentally, physically, and spiritually worn down, and they're prime for a handout, okay? Then that's 25%. And these things vary. This varies. A lot of people will fit into more than one of these categories, okay? And then you have 25% who are young to older, okay? At any age group, from millennials all the way up to baby boomers, who are dependent on some type of substance. So you have the opioid crisis. You have people on all different types of medications and things like that. You have people who have to have cigarettes, who have to have alcohol, and so on and so on. Okay, so you have people, and the reason that these people are dependent on these things is because already they're worn down physically, mentally, and spiritually, and so they're checking out and they need a crutch. Okay, and so with that said, these people are on the ropes, okay? And they need a handout, okay? A lot of these people at this point can't go out and work, even if they did. Like I said, a lot of jobs are not paying more money, but the cost of living is going up. So even if they do go to jobs, work, they can't keep up with the cost of living. Okay, so like I said, so many prongs and so many factors. Okay, and then a lot of these people are becoming into a point where this goes into the homelessness thing, where a lot of people who homeless are either mentally ill, okay, and or on have a substance abuse problem. Okay, and then you have a very small percentage that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? And so with that said, a lot of these people are going to become dependent. They are dependent and or are becoming more dependent, okay? So, once you have a substance abuse problem, if you are mentally ill and things like that, you're not really so much worried about where it's coming from as long as you're getting it, okay? So that's more people who are primed for something like a socialist state, okay? Then you have let me see here, I have some, just so I won't get off topic. Young people who haven't been, okay, then yeah, you have young people, okay, now you talking more so millennials and down, who haven't been primed, okay, who haven't been raised, socially engineered to be capitalists, okay? People in the millennial age and younger, everyone, they say that everyone get a trophy age group and things like that. More so, not so competitive in the regards of feeling like I want to go out here and it's an open field, to get as much money as I can. A lot of millennials are more so geared towards trying to be free, take it easy in life, and enjoy life, and don't necessarily care how they get it, as long as their needs are met. They're not worried about trying to conquer the world necessarily, okay? And things like that, okay? They're more introspective, more spiritual in general, and things of that nature. So, you have so many different factors, guys. Let me see if there's anything else. Then you have like 12% that's fragmented in all these different categories, like I said. And then you have that other 12% who's who kind of like to make you think that the whole way that things are and have been for a while works for them, but it doesn't really work for them as much as they like to make you think. So they're on the ropes too. You got a lot of people who appear to be doing well and stuff, but they're everything is off credit. You know what I mean? They're working. They're working their butts off to pay off debt and things, and to have certain things, and to appear to be doing better than what they actually are. But they're breaking down a lot mentally, physically, and spiritually. They're getting tired and stressed out. Okay, and it's a longer way to go for them. A lot of Generation X's are in that position. Okay, and so and there are people who are on the bubble who at any given moment life can change drastically for them. So who's gonna be there as a safety net for a lot of these people when they collapse or when their situation changes? Okay, and a lot of these people are in the other categories where a lot of them are on opioids, drugs, dependent, failing health and things like that. So any little thing can happen. You know what I mean? Anything little thing can happen to rock the boat. So you have